Hey all, welcome to ShareTreck. This is Raj here. Friends, this morning, all the index futures are looking negative. One of the things that happened yesterday after close, which changed the entire complexion of the market, was Google results and the China response to tariffs. Both of them together seem to have taken a little bit of a hit to the market, but I don't think it's going to stay low for long. There is going to be, in my opinion, some kind of rollback, and the China position will again be rolled back. They are promising to do some investigation into Apple Store practices, which they will take back. Right now, there's a discount of 3% on Apple, around 9% on Alphabet. Both of them, I think, is a buying opportunity. Yesterday, I had sold 350 out of 600 Google shares that I had, Alphabet shares that I had, the Canadian side. So today I might think of buying them back and lock in the profit in cash. So that's my plan. And I'm thinking that the way things are proceeding, the next 2 to 4 years are going to be extremely volatile, because we do not know what Trump is going to do and whether he will follow through with it or he will not. This also gives rise to a very big problem, which is going to create global financial imbalance, in my opinion, because whenever any problem happens, all the funds from the world goes into US treasuries and the yields start dropping because there is more demand for the US treasuries, as a result of which the dollar gets stronger. And even if the problem is created by US itself, the money starts pouring in. Now that is going to create an imbalance. At some point of time, the rest of the world is going to look at this and say that their dues, which are to be paid in US dollars, seem to be very high, and the system is rigged against everybody else. And therefore, alternative forms of currencies, either it is Bitcoin or a new BRICS currency, something else is going to come and take the place. Maybe a new payment system other than SWIFT, which is more open source, or maybe similar to open source in the sense that anybody can participate in it and it will be devoid of sanctions. So those kind of things are getting much more boost at this point of time, in my opinion. And if China is pushed too far, and Russia is already under tremendous amount of sanctions, the BRICS card might start to play, and there'll be many willing participants to get into it. That's my feeling. The other aspect also is that most of the American companies, which are huge, they have global trade partnerships, and whenever there's a sanction battle, they face it on all sides. So sooner rather than later, better senses will prevail. If it doesn't happen within 2 years, then hopefully the midterm elections will bring some sense of sanity into place, and things can start moving in the right direction. Otherwise, I think it's going to be a big problem for genomic companies, because we have uncertainty on how FDA is going to work, how clinical trials will work, how drugs will get approved, and what happens to existing approvals. Is there going to be any kind of a rollback? Those are all the questions that come to my mind. I don't know how you guys think, especially our American viewers. I'd like to hear your feedback. What do you think is going to happen with the RFK Jr. nomination going forward? So I'm thinking that all this technical analysis and fundamental analysis means squat, because we just have to be street smart, look at the gossip that's happening on X and Truth Social, and use that as a tool to decide which way the market might go. I'm throwing in the towel right now, but I want to hear from you guys. Please put it in the comment section so that I can get an idea of how you are thinking. I want to hear more from people who are within the United States, who know US better. As you guys know, I live in Toronto, so I might have a biased view of what's happening in the US. There might be a method to the madness. So I want to hear from you guys. Let me know what you think is happening in the US. Is it still worthwhile doing technical and fundamental analysis to look at the direction in which the stock market will move? That said, let's look at the disclaimer and then proceed further to see what I think might happen in the markets today. Let's start off with the Nasdaq futures. The Nasdaq futures are still bullish. They have been consolidating for a while, and this morning they are down 0.82%. It's around 7:20 in the morning on the 5th of February. There is still a possibility that we might improve. We are below the 20-day exponential moving average. That in my mind is a bearish sign, but we are still above the 200-day exponential, and we are still above the long-term support of the bull channel. So overall, those are all bullish aspects. So if China tariffs rollback takes place, all the problems go away and we see a sudden jump. So that's why I'm saying we are living in a volatile market. Other index futures that I have here is the S&P 500 E-mini futures, which is down 0.45% this morning. And it's also below the 21-day exponential. It is displaying same characteristics. Then I would like to look at the 10-year yields. They have fallen below the line of support of the bull channel, and they are dropping. They have dropped significantly. This is typically good for the stock market, because when money comes out of the US bonds, it goes into stocks and gold. But at this point of time, the stock futures are looking negative. And let us have a quick look at gold. You'll see that gold is at an all-time high and it is picking up. It picked up 0.94% this morning. So you can see that the dollar is losing a little bit of its shine out here. Let us look at the dollar index. The dollar is dropping. It has gone to 107.46. So there is a little bit of readjustment happening. Probably central banks are maybe using dollar to buy gold and putting it in their reserves. That's a distinct possibility. We are very close to 3,000. We are at 2,868. And I'm going to show you another interesting thing. 7th of January, after Donald Trump took over, gold has gained 8.85%. That's a big move for gold in such a short period of time. It's all a vote against the US dollar as a fiat currency and as a international currency and reserve. That's my feeling, and we'll talk more about this in a separate video. I'm still working on. Put call ratio is looking mildly bullish, but it's more neutral to bullish in my opinion. And I'm looking at Dow Jones index in the real-time basis, which is the market is still closed, but yesterday we still ended up above the 21-day exponential, so I'm okay with that. MACD is still bullish, momentum is still above average. S&P 500 ended up 0.72% yesterday, and we are still above the 21-day exponential moving average. That is okay. Russell index is also about 21-day exponential moving average and also created a support at 226.63. So this morning we are up 0.13%, so that also looks pretty decent. Nasdaq is up 1.26% as of yesterday and still above the 21-day exponential moving average. So that's also looking decent in the charts, but we'll have to see the market actions as they happen this morning. Pre-market indicates a lot of weakness and falling below the 21-day exponential moving average. So that's going to be a sluggish start in the morning and things could pick up later. The VIX is up 1.74%, but still below 20 and still below 18.13. So that's a positive in my opinion, but everything looks very mixed. If we look at genomics, yesterday Verve followed through with its positive. It broke up on the bullish pennant as it was expected to, and it gained around 7.18%. This morning again it's up 2.11%. Our MACD is getting more bullish. Momentum is picking up. There's plenty of room on the RSI to go further. So today, this morning also, everything looks good for Verve. Ginkgo Bioworks is up 1.19%. It has been steadily gaining and it's moving towards our double bottom target of 16.44. Those of you who might have bought Ginkgo Bioworks based on this projection, I think that it's probably coming through for you. And we still have a resistance at 15.25 that needs to be crossed, and we'll be challenging that either today or tomorrow. Caribou Biosciences is flat in pre-market trades. CRISPR Therapeutics is up 0.15% in pre-market trades. And we are in the process of forming a reverse head and shoulder. So I'm thinking that this could be a good dollar cost accumulating, DCA, dollar cost averaging kind of opportunity. Again, personal opinion, not financial advice. So once the reverse head and shoulder is formed, I think the stock could easily cross $50, but there is a lot of time between now and when it completes the reverse head and shoulder formation. So for those who are not able to visualize it, I'll just quickly draw the shoulder, the head, and the other shoulder which is being formed, and we have to come all the way up to here. Next, let's look at Grail. Grail is down 1.94% as of yesterday. It has created a bull flag out here, bullish pennant out here, I would say, and it has to break out on the upside. MACD is bullish, momentum is also above average. There are no pre-market trades, but I'm positive on Grail. Prime is up 1.16%, but still within the bear channel. Beam is flat in pre-market trading, still staying above the support, which happens to be at 25.10, and it's struggling to go above the 21-day exponential as well as the 200-day exponential moving average. So that's a big problem for Beam, and it has to pass through that. MACD fortunately is bullish, momentum is just about average, so this could be the turning point. Altimmune is up 0.15%, Bluebird Bio is up 0.57% in pre-market trades, and it still has a resistance at 7.51, which it needs to cross. And we have Allogene, which is down 0.62% in pre-market trades, and it's still on a bear channel, which is continuing to fall, and our resistance is still there at 1.79. I'm going to mark that red. mRNA is picking up, it's up 0.53% in pre-market trades, but still above the 200-day and the 21-day exponential moving average. ARCG is up 0.34%. It has created a bullish flag out here, and the breakout on bullish flags are typically on the upside. So I hope that kind of works out for ARCG. PSEB is flat in pre-market trades. Intelia is up 0.83%, but it's still below this diagonal line of resistance of a bear channel. It's also below 21-day and the 200-day exponential moving average, overall bearish. Illumina is up 0.57%, but it's going towards the reverse head and shoulder target of 103.27. On reaching that target, I'll definitely buy a little Illumina, but I'm holding on for right now. And IMTX has got no trades pre-market. Editas is up 0.78% in pre-market trades, and Editas has had 2 continuous days of green candles and moving upwards. MACD has become a bit bullish, but momentum is still below average, so it's not reliable. Iowa is up 0.52%, but still very bearish in the charts. Unicure has got no trades pre-market. Vertex is up 0.37% in pre-market trades, and we have earnings coming up on 10th of February, which is just another 5 days away. The bull channel is pretty sharp, so there could be a little bit of consolidation today because our RSI is overbought and has reached the limit where it has turned around in the past, so there will be a bit of cooling off. MACD is still super bullish, so I'm looking for the best from Vertex. And that brings us to an end of this video, and I'll catch up with you again in the next video. And I want to hear from you, especially our American viewers. What do you think of the markets, whether these technical analysis and fundamental analysis are going to make any difference, or will Trump's tweets and sudden executive orders change everything, regardless of how good any setup might seem? Please put that in the comment section so that I can get a better understanding. With that, my friends, I'd like to say bye for now. I'll catch up with you in the next video.